The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits. Octo Nation, it's Charlie. Today we're taking a look at Altimeter Growth SPAC. This is a new unit that is currently out, and the thing is going crazy. It's one of those ones we talked about the other day that is already sitting around $12 as a unit, which is absolutely crazy. We've got some great targets that have been coming out, and they're sitting below 12, and you've got these new ones that don't even have a target yet, and they're above 12. I'm noticing a lot of these are looking at like Fintech. Did Nicola ruin it for everybody? Did he ruin the green market? I don't know. I think he's got people a lot more cautious about any green plays right now. Blame it on him. Trevor, was that his name? Trevor Milton's or something? I don't know. Altimeter, they've got a $450 million Murse. The ticker is AGCUu, U for the unit. Comes with a quarter of a warrant, which means that this is not good for arbitrage of warrants, but decent place to park your money if you were able to buy it right away. I've noticed on a lot of these ones that are popping hard like this at 12, they are like out the gate, the split second it opens, it is sitting at 12. I don't know. It's like impossible, right? I don't know of one that started out at like 10 and then is now at 12. Do you guys? I think all the ones that are at 12-ish like started, they just rocketed right at 12 at first. Crazy. October 1st is when this popped. The unit came out. 52 days after that is going to be right around 11:20-ish. Is when the unit should split. I put 920, but it's actually around 1120. It's got a 24-month term, so it could be 2 years after that. 2 years. So we could have a long time, or most of them, they probably got like 5 in their back pocket that they've already been talking to, even though they haven't, right? Got the links for you here if you want to take a look at the SEC or the web page. The web page is very hard to find, but they do have one. The target is secular growth area of the technology sector that will compound growth over the long term for exponential value creation. The company states that is not prohibited from pursuing a combination with a company that is affiliated with Altimeter. Who's Altimeter? It's actually like the investment firm that the main dude has been running for over a decade. This says a lot. Does anyone know any other SPACs that have specifically stated that? But we can go after a company that we already deal with. To me, this is kind of like the golden ticket. They're not prohibited from pursuing an initial business combination with any company that's not affiliated with them. Our sponsors, officers, or directors, in the event we seek to complete our initial business combination with such a company, we or a committee of independent directors would obtain an opinion from an independent investment banking firm or another independent firm commonly renders valuation opinions. Get it, right? We will get to that here in a second, but we've got a lot of examples. I want to go through the whole team and just kind of point out some of the businesses that they've gone through. It seems like they got a decently diverse team. This chick here is cool. She's got a neat background. She's like everyone's from Harvard and Stanford and all that, of course. But she also has done some stuff like children's books and stuff like that. So she's also got something called Bossy Cosmetics, Inc. It's a mission-driven, cruelty-free beauty company. So it's like a greenish, play on cosmetics. I checked out the website; it looks fine. Never know. They could be even bringing Bossy Cosmetics. I mean, I'm all for disruption right now. I think in the SPAC market, I think that's what we're kind of needing. We're needing some weird disruptive plays. I think if a chick-led cosmetic company came out through a SPAC, it'd bring a lot more women to SPACs, Maybe help us keep us organized. What do you think? But yeah, this chick has been all over the world doing cool stuff. She's written books and all sorts of neat stuff. Check it out. This dude here, he has been with OpenView Venture Partners, Greylock Partners, BMC Software Inc., a computer software company, BladeLogic Inc., a computer software company again, Datadog, y'all heard of them. This has been doing very well since IPO or direct listing, don't know which one, but A lot of hype around it. A lot of tech guys are all for Datadog. It's kind of like a cloud-based storage thing. Bazaar Voice Inc., Athena Health, App Dynamics, a private company from March 2011 until its acquisition by Cisco Systems. If Cisco buys your company is cool and something dynamic. So this guy's ran some cool stuff. This dude here, co-founder of Zillow Group. Who hasn't shopped for houses on Zillow in their life? Come on, man. Mr. Barton founded Expedia as a group within Microsoft. Non-executive chairman of Glassdoor. Been on there, where people write fake reviews of businesses. I'm sorry, the businesses write fake reviews of themselves. He's also on the board of directors for Netflix. So if Netflix can't figure something out, they call this dude. It's pretty cool. This guy, I couldn't find much. House Financial Services Committee, I don't like that. General Counsel, Corporate Security, NextG Networks, never heard of that. Corporate lawyer. It's good to have him on team. He's been with Altimeter. This is the main dude here. Brad Gerstner serves chairman, CEO, president of Altimeter Growth Corp. He founded it in 2008 with a mission to build a leading technology-focused investment firm and serves as its CEO. Prior to founding it, he was a founding principal at General Catalyst and led technology and internet investments at Par Capital. He is also an operator after founding and leading multiple online search businesses with successful exits. That means he builds them up and either resells them or sells part or sells equity in or whatever, including acquisitions by Interactive Corp, Marchex, and Google. Mr. Gerstner currently serves on the board of directors of iHeartMedia. I think that's iHeartRadio, which I'm pretty sure has never pulled a profit and supposedly has filed for bankruptcy like 1,000 times. That's just, I don't really listen to the radio. That's just through hearsay. That's what's in my brain. Is that true? I don't know. Is that even iHeartRadio? iHeartMedia? I'm guessing. He received his undergraduate degree from Wabash College, a junior doctorate from Indiana University School of Law, MBA, Harvard. It's all right. So, who are they buying? So, who is his firm been buying that they can buy legally through this company? Who could they bring to market? Here's some of the companies that they invest in. Amazon, Allegiant Travel Company. I hope it's not that. Angie's List. Another company who is, I don't think, ever pulled a profit, and Mrs. Angie, I don't think, has ever paid taxes. Okay? Alibaba, Baba. There's no way they're bringing that one, but a play like that would be cool. Booking Holdings, Inc., Salesforce.com, okay? CrowdStrike Holding, it could be that. Does anyone know anything about CrowdStrike? About Carvana. We had a Carvana type SPAC that came on Shift, and that did not do very well. Datadog. So there's two links to Datadog there. Dynatrace. So Dynatrace, as far as I know, is basically kind of a Datadog competitor-ish. It's like a super complex cloud computing thing for businesses, maybe like utility companies when they use computers to program stuff. I think they use Dynatrace as the program for that, something like that. Expedia, no thanks. Facebook, and Fartech Limited, MongoDB. What's that? Do you know what that is? Mongo? Mesa Air, maybe an airplane company or something. Microsoft, Now Service Now, Okta, Pac One Madison Corporation, Pindu. What is that? Pinduoduo. Pinduoduo. Next one, y'all heard of this? Peloton. CSE. A couple subscribers have asked me to do a video on that. I might end up doing it. SE is the ticker, I believe, in the company's called C Limited. It is a massive Asia play on like a big macro company that sells tons of cool stuff. Think of it slightly like an Amazon, but broad and lots of weird stuff in there. Next one is Stitch Fix. I don't know. What are these? What are they going to fix to stitches? How can you make money on that? Shirts or something? I don't know. Maybe it's a word play on something else. SkyWest, Trivago, United Continual Holdings, Uber. something like that. Good. Vroom, I'm guessing that's another used car middleman. And then Zoom Video. So you can see he's like big tech. He's also in travel, which I definitely don't like that sector right now. And any of those people that think they're going to get a good deal on travel stuff right now, I don't think it's going to happen. But what do y'all think? Any of those could go? Here is how crazy the commons are, not even commons, the units are sitting. These things flew. Look at this, right out the gate. They're like 12 opened up, and then bam, instantly took off to $12.70. Then people dumped it. But it only dumped down to like $12.10, and now it's kind of been going down a little bit to 12. Made it to like $11.90, but unreal. That's what I think. Am I buying this thing right now? Oh no, I'm not. No, dude. Elections in 1 month. This thing probably won't even split till after that. I'll wait. I'll wait for a better entry. I will wait definitely on that. We're going to get into some news now. Galileo Acquisition Corp. Galileo, our Italian SPACs, remember that? Remember that video I did? Y'all see my Italian SPAC video? These guys are holding it down. So, the whole SPAC world is pretty much crashing today. This always happens. When the majority of SPACs are going, the small weird ones kind of go. They go up. Pay attention to that. This thing was up 13.62% when I grabbed the screenshot. I think it was up a little bit more even at one point. Still sitting at only like 75 cents for the warrants. I hope this is a cool wine beverage, like a bubbly seltzer thing. Anyone in this? Anyone in that with me? Or am I just crazy? What do you think? GIC was up almost 20% 2 times today, the warrants. So this is the younger brother, the newer SPAC of GIX, the SPAC that we hope is this new spaceship Firefly. Y'all see my spaceship video for Firefly GIX? I thought this would be a good play too. I've been talking about supplementals, right? So now GIX has just been kind of chilling a little bit, but its younger brother was going nuts today. Look at this, out the gate, up 20%, okay? 20 minutes later, down 20%. 20 minutes later, up 20%. 20 minutes later, down. And rode up 20% again. So that's actually 3 times this thing hit, like almost 20% up for the day. Unreal, dude. Watch this one, and it ended the day at like 67 cents. And the older brother is sitting like, what is it, like $1 or something? So I'm guessing it's going to try to match that again. If the spaceship gets announced on the older brother, this one will fly with it. So I think it's good to get a little bit of this one and more of the X. What do y'all think? You in this one too? How about TDAC, the Trident banged today too? Our Russians? Anyone been to Russia with love? Look at this thing. Everything was tanking, all the big awesome ones tanking. This is one of the sketchiest ones out there. They've extended, I don't know how many times. Haven't heard anything from them. They did do a pivot. You see my video on this one? Go watch it. These guys opened at like 39 cents. They zoomed all the way to 61 cents at a point today. So they were up like 30%. They ended the day at 16%-ish up. Unreal. But watch it. Look at it. It's still at 49 cents, 50 cents. Dragoneer, just like we thought. My video yesterday I was talking about, blew the tops off. This surprised me. Guess what these warrants opened at? $4. No thank you. I am not a buyer there whatsoever. Went down, hit like $3.75. Still not even close to being a buyer for me. And ended the day at like $4.05 for these warrants. This is a brand new warrant. It just got split. I'm good on that. No thanks. The commons, I think they're like 1160-ish for the day. Dude, I don't know. Could these guys end up with someone insanely rad like Robinhood or something like that? Yeah, and then I'll just jump in and hold it, but too much risk right now. There's too many awesome plays you can buy at floor. How about Red Ball? Red Ball popped today. The warrants and the commons came out. Still too high for me. It opened at $1.70, went to $1.90, down all the way to $1.55. I don't like the thing enough. I'd have to get this under $1 to even think about buying it. What do y'all think about this? URNXF. Remember the video I did on them, one of those battery plays? This one was banging drums today. All these battery plays have been spiking up, spiking down. A lot of solar stuff's been hitting. That's why I think that Northern Genesis is going to be awesome. Remember that unit I keep talking about over and over again? Could be wind or solar or a new clean spark. That's why I think that one is going to be massive. We're pivoting away, I think. But this one, yeah, up 174.73% today. Is anyone else in that today? We're gonna take a look at some charts. You guys good with that? Want to look at some charts? We have to. Why? Because I was trying to tell the future, and I think it happened a couple times. So, GP Green Power Motor Company. Thank God these guys are finally getting a little bit of love. So we're showing last week or something that right here, the bears ran out of honey. They're going back into hibernation. Guess what? We said to break the channel. It's going to go up, retest. Bam, bam, it did it, and now it's been flying. It's doing decent, right? It's sitting about $13. I still think if you're long this company, you get in. I'm sure you're going to be fine. It's still like half off, almost half off what it was at 26, or just wait till after the election because there is no floor on this. It's still totally sketchy. But let's take a look at SPY now. So this reverse head and shoulders we were talking about yesterday, and this top that we threw on, the board we threw on top of everything. It broke it. In fact, it broke the all-time high line too. Absolutely crazy. Remember this all-time high previous before March, right before March. Bam! We finally broke above it again. What do I think? I think it might be a fake out. Look at the volume. Look at the volume down here. The volume went down once it got there. Right when it touched, right when it was getting ready to go there and touch up there, everyone dove off. Like, I'm getting out right now. Okay, I'm good. Like, okay, you guys go play now. I don't know though. We got one major catalyst. So Trump did come out just like I was saying yesterday. He basically said exactly what I said he was going to do. It ain't no big deal. I'm over this. I'm getting out of here. I'm going back to the White House. We're good. This thing is overdone. We're going to open up America. Of course, you can take that as a good thing or a bad thing. What we really care about right now is the market reaction. What's it doing? It's still scared. It got above the all-time high line because people, the big boy traders, have this programmed in. Okay? They know it. They know to either fake people out or zoom up or rip back down and fake them out. I'd like to see this thing get halfway up to the next channel at least. We need to get over 342 tomorrow. But watch it. This thing could come back down like this gap we were showing yesterday. We got some gaps to refill. Okay, we've got this gap back here from September 25th, right around 329. Technically, we need to come back down and refill that gap, get below it, and then come back up. Till that happens, I'm not going to be too much of a believer right now, and I think other people are starting to feel the same way. Big caps were up today. Most of the big tech, big caps were up today. When SPACs have a tank day, other stuff usually goes up. That's why it's good to have some diversification, a little bit, but mostly I would be staying in SPACs right now because they're still the safest. They're still usually the safest, and they still rally better than most consistently. Plug. Same thing. We had this channel here. Said, hey, it's going to break this and it's going to come up and retest, and at that point take an entry. What happened? It came up, it retested it like 3 times, rejected, retested again, rejected, and then what happened is zipped up. Then what happened? It came back and retested again here on Friday, and now look, bam, just heading up. Post market, it's come down a little bit, but the volume. If you laid a board across that volume, it would look like that, right? Can I even draw on that? Yeah, like that. Volume's going up a little bit. It's a good sign for them. I think things are looking pretty darn good. Now we're going to take a look at VLDRW. Check this out. Anyone hold through merger on this? Velodyne LiDAR? Let me know. Be honest. We won't make fun of you. If you know me, I don't like new IPOs and I don't like holding stuff through merger. Why? Because this happens. What happens? Stuff tanks. It's not worth it. Everyone wants another, Donkey Kong, another DKNG. The chance of that happening are 1 in thousands, dude. Regardless, what's going on? I think that we got ourselves a decent looking buyer and opportunity. Check out that line right there. $2.87 is on the warrants. Tag rejected 3 times in the front here, okay? 1, 2, 3. Rejected again and went to green. Not only that, check it out. The bear exhaustion. See this big, huge red? When was the last time we had a red that big? Look how massive this red candle is. Has it been months? Okay, it's been since July. We haven't seen one that big. That means that they're probably out of honey. They're going back to hibernation, which means the bulls are probably going to be in control and headed up. I had no plans on getting on this until I looked at the charts. Because people were really complaining, like, oh, I'm finally getting out. This is it. I've had it. When I start hearing that stuff, that's where I'm like, what ticker is that? Let me take a look. Find out what it is. Oh, snap. We can get that like half off right now. Ooh, 50% off still. Look at that. All right, so this is almost like $8 and we can get it for like $4. That's when I like to buy it, when people are pissed. What do you guys think? How about another one? I'm not trying to make fun of anybody that held. It is what it is. I've done it, all right? Plenty of times. That's how come I know not to buy IPOs at open. Just got to learn though, right? If we can learn from it, we can all help each other out. You can call me out. If I'm talking about buying a new IPO, be like, Charlie, you know not to buy it. Don't buy it. So, Elon, dude. Man, I wasn't thinking about buying this one either, but, the chart's telling me, I don't know. It's getting tempting, right? We have this big line at 33.39. I was hoping this candle would come and re-smack, because if it did, that would give us bigger confirmation. What does this mean? This means that I wish it would already hit then. And I don't know if I'm going to be buying in this second, because I think it still wants to hit this line, 33.39. We do have some exhaustion. I mean, you've got a big volume of the red. See what happened last time you had this big red one? Guess what happened? It went up. See that? Big red, it was out, went up. Big red, what happened? It started going up. But we still have this line, because look where it hit. It hit here, hit here. We have no gaps to fill, right? So we might be okay. I don't necessarily, we could maybe draw a line there, yeah. We could probably keep this one green because we want to get to it. 41.62. But just watch this, just watch it. And just keep in mind too, we have like 25 days till election. Things are either going to go rally or they're going to go back it up. What do you think is going to happen? Call it down in the comments. Did you see my WorkHorse video this morning? The one on the I can't even remember, the Romeo battery. You see the stuff they were dropping about the USPS connection? If you didn't watch that, go watch it, please. There is a lot of correlation in there. They're basically saying they're the battery supplier, if you ask me, and they are supplying it for USPS contracts, and they're saying they also have these other contracts that are out there that we're not going to talk about, kind of. Pretty interesting, if you ask me. So what's up about WorkHorse? It had a slight rally today, but I don't know. We can definitely throw a channel around it because it's not a SPAC. The charts make more sense for non-SPACs. SPACs are kind of like the black swan of the family. They you can still chart them, but they're still SPACs and they still are just crazy, right? So if we draw this, this is called a bull flag. Got super tight, broke out. Guess what? Went to bull. Of course, the hope is it goes up. The biggest hope that anyone really cares about, though, is that USPS contract. We kind of have the upside down Wu-Tang here. The McDonald's. You see it? Right? The good news is that we stopped here. If we would have kept going down and got below the middle of the M in McDonald's, it could have been really bad. It could have kept just going to 15 or something like that, but we held above it, which keeps it strong. We also broke this. That's also bull. So I don't know. I think if we can stay in this channel at 24.29 all the way up to 26.60 to this gap here, 26.27, watch that. That'd be cool if we can rally that. So watch this. We might have another channel that we're breaking back into to ride and surf. And also keep your ear to the street about that news, USPS, because I think Romeo broke it. I think they're in trouble because I keep calling them. They won't call me back. I've been calling them since Friday. They won't call me back, man. Anyone at Romeo, call me, please. Come on. I need to ask you some questions. I also want to say congratulations to Helion for making it. This guy, he's young. He kept his composure. I haven't seen any drama from him. Good job, man. He's doing things slow and steady, just like a turtle. He's going to win that race. What do you think? I think he just might. Birdie Girl 85 wrote and said, "Hey, Charlie. Hey, I got a question. Any concerns with the SPAC correction we saw today? Was hoping the dip we saw 2 weeks ago would be the end of the pain. I'm just curious what your thoughts are." This happens with SPACs. It just does. They are volatile. They can make you a lot of money really fast, but you can also lose money really fast if you sell. The one thing I'm always going to be stressing on people is, as long as you buy stuff correctly, buy it when it's not cool, and the only people talking about it is the Octo Nation, the rest of us, and it's still sitting like at its floor around 10 or something, or the warrants maybe around like 50 cents or something like that, still cheap. That's when you're okay, because like most of the nation's portfolio, it should be a little bit red, but when you look over to the the main profit and loss, it's all looking good. Why? Because you got to buy it right. If something's really cool and you're getting emotional about it, I do it. I still do it, but it's already at 12 or it's already at 15 or whatever. You got to manage your risk at that point and just know that it's probably not worth it. It's not, unless you want a lottery ticket. Just look at it that way. If something is over 12, it's a lottery ticket. If it's over 10 right now, it's probably a lottery ticket. The smart way to do it is to just buy it like 10, 20-ish or below, or these new units I talked about that no one wants to buy until it's already too late. That type of stuff. I wouldn't think too much about it. SPACs are going to keep continuing to get bigger and bigger, and more investors are going to be jumping in. It just is what it is. Like I was saying earlier, a lot of the tech sector, the solar panel stuff, a lot of battery plays, other than the SPAC battery plays, did really well today. It just is what it is. Sometimes all SPACs are just going to dump. The big institution buddies get together and they say, let's pull the rug out for a couple days. Make all the puppets sell their shares so we can buy some more cheaper and flip these, right? You can either hold on or just ride those sells, or do like they're doing and just go to cash, wait till you act like an alligator, sit there and wait until you see something prime, perfect timing, the business, everything is ripe, then jump in hard. Maybe pick like 5 and just jump in hard to those when you see those ripe opportunities. Then when you see a spike even at 10% or 10%, just take some profit at 10%. Take some profit at 15, 20%. Sometimes, especially in this market, I'd say it's probably not healthy to be trying to 2x your money all the time because people know that. You've been seeing these 20% spikes even on these warrants. Why do you think it's 20%? Because people want the 20%. So maybe we should go after 14% or 17%, or maybe even 10%. Just go hard and pull your profits, ring the cash register, But don't worry, the macro picture for SPACs is fine, but just realize the actual market we are in this market is artificial and totally bogus. It definitely is. Don't believe someone who tells you it's not, because it is. It's crazy. And this is very volatile and a scary place to be having your money right now, other than floor seated SPAC commons. But other than that, just gonna have to figure it out. Y'all have any other plays you want me to take a look at? Y'all have any due diligence that you can hand me over? I can bust out a video for the whole nation. I think this is video number 4 today. Hope y'all missed me. It's been quite a while. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do it. It definitely helps out. If you haven't joined our Patreon, please do it. I'm sliding you guys deals and plays throughout the week. You know, it's not every day I'm gonna slide you something, but it could be one little play a week where, you know, it's gonna make a lot more sense to you to do it. If you wouldn't mind sharing this video with your friends, that definitely helps out too. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Take care.
Did you know that we give away free silver? Simply leave a comment on the video, and as long as you're in the continental United States, you can be automatically entered to win. Please friend us on Twitter and StockTwits.